back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about another missing person case. We're going to be talking about the case of Lynn Patterson. So on September 5th, 2017, at just 20 years old, Lynn Patterson disappeared from Lumberton, North Carolina. She had been leaving her mother's home on East 9th Street, walking towards Inglewood Avenue, and eventually getting into a brown Buick at around 11:30 a.m. Abby had just moved back to North Carolina from Florida, where she had been living for the past 3 years. She had just been discharged from a drug rehabilitation center for her heroin use. She had previously texted her mother letting her know that she would be gone for around an hour, so her mother was worried when Abby didn't show up later that day. After not being able to reach her daughter throughout the day, and with her phone going directly to voicemail, Abby's mother reported her missing at 6 p.m. the same day. Authorities put together a timeline of Abby's day and were able to identify the driver of the Buick that had picked her up. The driver, who was described as an acquaintance of Abby's, claimed to have dropped her off elsewhere, but police have not released where. Unfortunately, we don't have many details about this case. I couldn't find anything out there, even though it's been over 3 years. I don't know if this is because this is an ongoing investigation and police are keeping details close, or if it's just because there really aren't that many details to it. However, I think I'm just going to throw some theories out there. So, in terms of theories, one theory is that Abby was using heroin again. She had been, like I said, just released from a rehab center. So could Abby have been planning to leave with someone for an hour, use, and then return? Could things have escalated and then not gone as planned? It's possible that Abby may have overdosed and that the individuals she was with, whether they were her friends, whether they were other users, or even the dealers, then disposed of her body after not knowing what to do or panicking. Like I said, she was just discharged, so her tolerance would have been lower than expected, and an OD might have unfortunately taken place. Another theory is that somebody would have provided heroin to Abby to lower her inhibitions so that they could take advantage of her while she was in a vulnerable state. Abby is a beautiful young woman who, unfortunately, it's very common for people to take advantage and prey on people like her who are vulnerable. So it's not out of the question for somebody to lower her inhibitions and then take advantage of her while she's in that state. If she was using again, there's also the possibility that she could be out there to this day, either, homeless or in a situation where she's not able to reach out, or she's in a bad state and doesn't know who she is, or for some other reason can't contact her family. Another thing worth mentioning is that the location where Abby was is right off a major interstate, I-95, which a lot of people know is an ideal situation for trafficking. So again, if somebody could have given Abby drugs to get her into the vulnerable state, who knows if she could have been taken elsewhere or what could have happened to her from there. Another theory is that there's a possible serial killer in the area. So the same year that Abby disappeared, which again was in 2017, 3 other women, Megan Oxtein, Christine Bennett, and Rhonda Jones, were all found dead in the same vicinity. All women had struggled with some form of addiction, just as Abby had. However, when police discuss this, they say that there aren't enough similarities between the cases and that they actually are unrelated. So I'm sure that they have enough grounds to say that, and that they know more than they're releasing to the public. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably not the case when it comes to Abby's case. But this case is open and ongoing. I've actually read, even from the family sources themselves, that the police have a person of interest and they're taking their time to ensure that things are done properly and that the right person doesn't get away with it. You don't want to risk charging somebody or trying somebody and then not having enough evidence. Um, so it's better that they take their time. But again, it's really frustrating for the family. So Abby was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and brown shorts. She has a tattoo on her right shoulder of 3 black birds and a tan birthmark on her back left thigh. She has brown hair and brown eyes and is 5'7", weighing around 140 pounds. Again, it's been over 3 years since Abby disappeared, and I'm truly devastated for Abby's family. When I read her mother's posts, it's heartbreaking. I'm really close with my mother, so her mother, Samantha, breaks my heart. She continues to be an advocate for her daughter, even buying Christmas presents every year and things that she knows her daughter would enjoy. So I really hope that they find closure. I hope that somebody comes forward. She runs a Facebook page, like I said, for her daughter, so I'll leave that down in the description below. She shares memories and updates about the case, and you see a glimpse into their lives and into Abby's life. Someone knows something, someone saw something, and it's time that they come forward. There's a $10,000 reward for any information leading to her whereabouts. So please check that out. Again, any sources and all that information will be down in the description below. But thank you so much for watching.